0699-0145. Also check out our juice bar with our smoothies, boosters, mash and therapy juices. 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Ice cream, jerk chicken, roast fish and corn, and over them we gone.
We sold it.
CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Call and place your order at 914-863-0188 or 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. Check out our menu. We have curry goat, curry chicken, fried chicken, brown stew chicken, jerk and stew pork, stew peas, oxtail, brown stew fish, $12 and upwards. Goes by order. Steamed fish, $12 and upwards. Also goes by order. Steamed vegetables. All meals come with white rice or rice and peas with vegetable. Check out the soup menu. We have chicken soup, red peas soup, seafood soup, goat head soup at CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Big up the top chef Conroy and his wife. Big up the two grill masters, Courtney and Ron. So remember to check out CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions.
When you are hungry, come to Kulu Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Near Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food. When you are hungry, come to Cooler.
Thursday. Hello, everyone. Good evening to you, and you. Welcome to the show. How are you doing? I am here with you this evening at 24 minutes after 6 o'clock. Welcome to Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. With your host and producer, Lady D. Denise Gomez. Welcome to Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. The program features Inspirational Zone. We get our praise on with great gospel music. Followed by New Zone, delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Music Zone, it's Gospel Music Thursday. Fast Facts this evening, 10 myths and facts about flying that will surprise you. Thursday's Take at 7 p.m., Back the Culture. Jamaica Heroes Modernized. Founder Charles McPhee Smart and producer Sharanda Farrell tells us about this phenomenal project in Jamaica. And finally this evening at 7:30 p.m., Artist Zone. Inspirational selections from gospel artist Judith Gale's catalog. Did I say it's my Gospel Music Thursday? 26 minutes after 6 o'clock. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Check out my hashtag ITZ for Inside the Zone, Center Stage. Hashtag Hosted Lady D, hashtag ITZ Radio, hashtag Music, hashtag Jamaican Girl, hashtag Entertainment, hashtag Jamaica. What else would you be asking for on a beautiful Thursday evening? Hello, everyone. Our telephone number is always 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. Log on to my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D. That is Inside the Zone with Lady D. Good evening to you, Marine Happy Goldborn. Good evening, Pat. Hi, Ryan. Such a pleasure having you joining me, my YouTubers, just waving and saying hello. It's nice outside, wouldn't you say? Yes, it is. It's nice. It's not so bad today, I don't think. So hello to you. So much to do, so little time. Let's get on with our Inspirational Zone, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx.
Welcome Kevin Downswell and Randall Positive, Bob Wire. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. My shepherd, he walks beside me all the way, always protected. I will not fear. Oh, God is there. He's walking by my side. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. Well, if you see them coming, don't bother start running. For the one who watches over you is never sleeping, who rule over us. I will stand the tallest. Every knee shall bow to Jehovah. That's why me a call it Shally than a rock, stick closer than a brother. Always have me back. He's my vindicator. When man wanna condemn, all when me fall from me face, him pick me up again. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. Why you sit down, swell? My shepherd, he walks beside me all the way. No weapon formed against me, I will not fear. Oh, God is there. Him never leave me. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. Hey, Mr. Downswell, I got goodness on my left and mercy upon my right. 12 legions to protect me so I don't have to fight. Praise as my weapon and prayer as my shield. I'm not dangerous as me go fight the battlefield. To the warrior step out, darkness disappear. Pure wisdom and knowledge just so the real light appear. Evil weapons start to rise, my call to their surprise. Cause angels watching over me. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. My shepherd, he walks beside me all the way. I will not fear, no, God is there. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. When I can't stand no more, on him I fall, his hands will lift me up. My insurmountable wall, oh Lord, always made a way when there was no way. Turn my night to day, keep my enemies at bay. I've got a feeling it's gonna be alright. My brother, my sister, well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid. My shepherd, he walks beside me all the way. I will not fear, no, God is there. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid.
Not Afraid, the voices of Kevin Downswell and Rondell Positive, two of my favorite male gospel singers out of Jamaica. They both have that kind of vibe, you know, you just want to just rock, don't move, as they would say. You're just renting a space or you're renting a tile, you don't move, you know, you just rock. Good evening, everyone. It is Gospel Music Thursday right here on Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm connecting with you this evening on CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, Touch FM Radio 90.1, and also connecting with those of you who are excuse me. Alrighty. Yes, connecting with you on the YouTube channel, those of you on the Linkage Radio TuneIn app. And if you'd like to call and say, hey, Lady D, our telephone number is 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. It is indeed a pleasure being here with you this evening. And to those of you who are just coming into the room, come into the room, share while you're coming in to the room to keep my company while I'm here with you. Hey, Miss Pat, good evening to you. So come on into the room. It is Gospel Music Thursday. Don't forget at 7 p.m., which is just about, a few minutes away, 7 p.m. The segment at 7 o'clock is called Back the Culture. Jamaica Heroes Modernized. Founder Charles McPhee Smart and producer Sharanda Farrell tells us about this phenomenal project in Jamaica, about our ancestors, or national heroes, and the term coined here is 7+. So you never know, they might be adding an 8th, a 9th, a 10th, because there's some more people, I believe, like you're thinking over the years, who could have been added to our national hero, right? Of course, they could be added. You think of some, post them in the chat, I'll mention them. So good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. It is now time for us to get into our newscast of the evening, News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, June 10, 2021. New applications for government SET and Best Cash Grant initiatives will close on June 13 this year. The supporting employees with transfer of cash and the business employee support and transfer of cash programs were extended for the April to June quarter with a budgetary allocation of $3 billion. In a statement to Parliament on Tuesday, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says there were approximately 40,000 existing SET cash beneficiaries and 15,000 for Best Cash.
All existing applicants who were already in receipt of payments under the SET and Best Cash programs will not need to reapply for the period April to June, as long as they're not showing up on a payroll. Right? Once they are in the system, they will automatically qualify for the $18,000 monthly payment, as long as they're ruled eligible and in keeping with the originally defined criteria.
The SET Cash Grant provides unemployment support for persons who earned at or below the $1.5 million income tax threshold and have been unemployed as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, the Best Cash Grant supports the retention of employees in the tourism sector. 10 vulnerable women will soon receive grants to start or build their businesses and achieve independence. The news was revealed by Minister of Gender Olivia Grange during her sectoral presentation in Parliament this week.
I thank you and women and the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce for their partnership in this important intervention. I look forward to their continued support as we enable other women to achieve their independence. No woman, Madam Speaker, should have to be totally dependent on any man.
She says the funds will be provided through the ministry's Women's Entrepreneurship Support Project. In the meantime, amendments to the Domestic Violence Act are to be brought to the House of Representatives before the end of June. Gender Minister Olivia Grange gave that commitment during her contribution to the 2021-2022 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday.
We are serious about ending domestic violence. The Chief Parliamentary Council is preparing the amendments, which I expect to bring to this House before the end of this month.
She says the amendments will include a new definition of domestic violence as not only physical, but also psychological, emotional, and sexual.
The effect of this important update will mean that for the first time, men or women who control their partners through threats or by restricting their personal or financial freedom could face sanctions in the same way as those who are physically violent towards them.
Minister Grange says in the revised law, the threshold to be met in obtaining protection orders from the court will also be widened to give greater protection to those who need the orders to keep abusers away. Additionally, the penalty for breach of a protection order will be increased from $10,000 to $1 million. In other news, Education Minister Favour Williams says the necessary plans are in place for this year's sitting of CAPE and CSEC, which will commence on June 28.
The Overseas Examination Council, OEC, is the agency with the remit to ensure the smooth preparation for and the administration of the CXC exams, as well as the return of exam scripts for marking. They have reported that the centers have been finalized. Presiding examiners have been engaged, trained, and deployment schedules shared with them ahead of the start of the exam.
The minister was addressing Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. She says schools, through the exam coordinators, continue to liaise with the OEC to ensure on-the-ground readiness and the pickup and return of exam scripts in a timely manner. CSEC and CAPE will be administered in their original format, that is, Papers 1 and 2, and 100% moderation of school-based assessments, SBAs. All SBAs are to be submitted by June 30, 2021. The final assessments are slated for July 31, and the results will be released between the last week of September and the first week of October. In the meantime, the Education Minister is reporting that the Grade 6 Ability Test component of the Primary Exit Profile PEP was successfully administered on May 26.
All the scripts are now being checked and graded. The release date and the weighting of the scores are to be determined. As soon as we have that information, we will make it available.
Minister Williams says preliminary reports indicate that approximately 33,000 students were present for the assessment. She adds that one student was reported to be infected with COVID-19 and preparations were made for the individual to sit the exam safely. Staff was also deployed to support another student who was in hospital to complete the assignment. Students will be placed in high schools using their May 26 ability test scores combined with the results of the grade 4 performance task in language arts and mathematics which they sat in 2019. And finally, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, has conducted an assessment of the island's shelters as the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season gets underway. Acting Director General of ODPEM, Richard Thompson, says there are 867 shelters island-wide and 90% of them have been assessed. He says the shelter preparation activities got underway last year.
In preparing for the 2021 hurricane season, ODPEM conducted a series of shelter management training across the island, where our shelter managers were re-engaged in shelter management material, which include our COVID-19 shelter guidelines. Training and capacity building took place in 2020, and we will continue to add on this with the additional community volunteers being trained and sensitized.
Mr. Thompson made the statements at the recent launch of the National Hurricane Preparedness Campaign. He revealed that all shelters are equipped with isolation areas to attend to persons who are COVID-19 positive.
They should notify the shelter staff immediately if they are feeling any kind of illness or COVID-related symptoms.
The ODPEM website has been revamped to facilitate easier access to information, in particular up-to-date data on the latest shelter listings. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
That was a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm connecting with you somewhere, wherever you are. Good evening to my connecting partners this evening. We're broadcasting the show on their platform, Inside the Zone. Touch FM Radio 90.1, that is www.touchfmradio.com, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, and also signradio.net, Sign FM 88.9. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. It's a pleasure having you. Spread the word. The show is on. To my YouTubers, please do not just sit down in the room and not share the link with someone you know. Say hi. I'd like you to tune into Lady D's show. She's my friend. I know her. Yeah. I'm just sending a note, a bit of a word out there. Let me say hi to my YouTubers, by the way. I'd like to say hey to Charles Z. Hi, Charles Z. Good evening to Ryan. Ryan comes into the room. I think Ryan and Pat have a race going on. So hi, Ryan. Good evening to Maureen Happy Goldborg. And also to Pat. And sometimes there are people in the room and I can't see you. But if you're there, I'd like to say good evening to you, and you. Don't forget our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. At 7 p.m., I should be having a very interesting conversation. Back the Culture, Jamaica Heroes Modernized. Jamaica Heroes Modernized. Founder Charles McPhee Smart and producer Sharando Farrell tells us about this phenomenal project in Jamaica. Have you ever seen your heroes in color before? Well, I have. Yes, they're looking really nice. Art at its best. They look beautiful in color. Yes, they do. So we'll be talking about that and more in that feature, Back the Culture. Coming up now, I do have some more gospel for you because it's my Gospel Thursday. And I'd just also like to remind you that this evening, the third debate among the Democratic candidates for mayor of New York City takes place from 7 to 8 o'clock, okay? And You don't want to miss that. You want to hear what their plans are. You want to hear them crush each other. That's what the debate is all about. Let me see how much points I can score with my argument. And if you can't, if you can't defend yourself with my argument, then you're not going to do well. So I have to find my points, my talking points to kind of crush you and let everybody say, oh, but he doesn't know what he's saying. Oh, she's bright, man. You know how that goes. So good evening, everyone. 6:44 p.m. Shall we take a break and get some music going here on the show? Gospel Music Thursday, Inside the Zone, center stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect.
My refuge and my strength, my closest friend until the very end. Yeah, he will never leave me hungry, never see me begging bread. No, the promise of my future, leading me beside the still water. He is my provider, in him I can say I am a survivor, I am an overcomer. Oh, yes, I am a winner. Even when the wicked come my way, there's no need for me to worry, because you fight every battle and I get the victory. Can cause the blind man to see. Oh, can make the lame man walk and cause the dumb man to talk. But the mighty name, the only name, the name of Jesus, higher than any other name, can cause the blind man to see. Oh, can make the lame man walk and cause the dumb man to talk. But the mighty name, the only name, the name of Jesus, the name of Jesus, higher than any other name. I tell you about the name above all names. Ooh. There is healing in the name. Even when the wicked come my way, there's no need for me to worry, because you fight every battle and I get the victory. Creation was formed by your command. You hold my future in your hand. I can always count on you, even when I make mistakes. Your presence brings peace to every storm. Your blood makes right my every wrong. Higher than the heavens is the name above all names. The name of Jesus. The name of Jesus. The name of Jesus. Higher than any other name. No other name like the name of Jesus.
High and lifted up, yeah. No other name I know. Worthy are you, Lord. No other name I know. Friends may come and go. No other name I know. No other name. No other name I know.
I'll be back with more music, 6:48 p.m. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday. Joining me for the first time, hey, you're at the right place at the right time. The best programming here on the show that I called Inside the Zone on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Hey, wherever you are, good evening to you. Let's get into Fast Facts, and then I'll resume the selection that I have on my turntable just for you. So don't go anywhere. Now, I do have 10. Let's see if I can get through them very quickly. I do have 10 airplane facts and what is and isn't true about them. Number 1, you can get sucked into an aircraft toilet. Really? Myth. Although it certainly sounds likely when you push the button and hear that loud sucking sound. Aircraft toilets have a closed vacuum system. When you flush the toilet, a powerful vacuum system located near the waste tank sucks down anything that's lying over the hole and draws it down into the tank. And we mean anything. We regularly find objects in the disposal tank that definitely shouldn't be there, but never any passengers. The reason being, the vacuum only works near the mouth of the disposal pipe. Yes, if the toilet bowl and seat had an airtight seal, this might have nasty consequences for toilet users who flush when seated. But the toilets and the vacuum system are designed in such a way that you cannot be sucked into the toilet. Come on now. Number 2, an aircraft door can be opened during a flight. Really, people? Myth. The cabin doors can only be opened if the pressure on the inside and outside of the aircraft is virtually the same. The pressure inside and outside is certainly not the same after takeoff. The air pressure at high altitude is dangerously low, which is why the cabin pressure is increased artificially. If you look closely at aircraft doors, you'll see that they fit into the aircraft almost like a cork. A nifty mechanical system ensures that they can also open outwards. When the door is closed, cabin pressure is exerted on the door. The force with which this takes place is determined by the difference in interior and exterior air pressure and the surface area of the door. Okay? Number 3, cabin crew are allowed to arrest a passenger. Fact. At the request and on behalf of the captain, cabin crew are indeed allowed to arrest a passenger. Naturally, this only happens if the passenger is a threat to flight safety. We even have handcuffs on board for this purpose. The captain has to concentrate on flying the aircraft and therefore can't carry out the arrest personally. He will, however, formally and personally announce the arrest after landing, before the aircraft door open. Number 4, thunderstorms increase the risk of an airplane crash. Myth. No. Thunder does not increase the risk of a crash. We do avoid thunderstorms, of course. As you can imagine, such storms and the related turbulence can be very uncomfortable for passengers. In addition, lightning striking the aircraft can damage systems, but not to the extent that flight safety is impaired. If this happens, a special comprehensive inspection is conducted once the plane has landed. Can I squeeze in number 5? Yes, it's very short. Number 5, if you are born aboard an aircraft, you get to fly free of charge for the rest of your life. Myth. Regrettably, we have to disappoint you on this one. Okay? I love this. 6:52 p.m. Good evening, everyone. What did you and didn't you know about flying on an aircraft? 10 myths and facts about flying that will surprise you. I could only make it to number 5, but at another time I'll certainly take you even further. 6:52 p.m. 914-600-4228. What is my name? Denise Lady D Gomez. What's the name of the show? Inside the Zone with Lady D. When is it aired? Mondays 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. with the Monday Drive, and Thursdays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. When did the show start? June 5, 2008. I'm going to come back with some questions and answers in a very special segment. And you realize it's in the month of June. So 2008 to now, do your math. But I'm going to be having a very special show in celebration of the number of years that I've been in broadcasting, and, you know, how many people have joined me, how many people have been here How many of you have blessed me? All kinds of stuff. It's going to be an evening of celebration. 6:53 p.m. Want to get some more music in? I do believe so. Hey to Touch It from Radio 90.1, sign radio.net, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, and to the avid audience here at Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Let's get our praise on, shall we? It's Gospel Music Thursday.
Higher than the heavens is the name above all names. The name of Jesus.
Interview segment coming up at 7 o'clock.
The name of Jesus. Higher than any other name. No other name like the name of Jesus.
High and lifted up, yeah. No other name I know. Worthy are you, Lord. No other name I know. Friends may come and go. No other name I know. No other name. No other name I know. No other name. Your name stands alone. No other can compare. You sit on the throne, and your presence is always here to heal us from diseases and free us from ourselves. When I call on your name, oh Lord, there's no other name I know. Worthy are you, Lord. No other name I know. People come and go, but there is no other name. No other name. I'm in awe of your glory. You're the ultimate king. Judge, I love the way you hold me. You bring me joy within. Pick me up, care for me. Now I see Yahweh never let me down. No. Every nation of it fall on one knee. 'Cause you already ground. No other name I know. Worthy are you, Lord. No other name I know. Seated in majesty, there is no other name I know. No other name. No other name. No other name.
Your melody, you surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies till on my feet are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Oh, way. As long as I have life, I really got to say, oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is
1 minute to 7 o'clock.
mercy endures forever.
Good evening, everyone.
Good thing.
Gospel Music Thursday
Good thing.
here on Center Stage.
And praise to His holy name, and show the world of His kindness every day. As long as I have life, I really got to say, oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. His mercy endures forever. And everybody say, give thanks, give thanks. I let me hear you say, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. And everybody say, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Let me hear you say, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give I got a good thing going with Jesus. I got a good thing, I got a good thing going with Jesus. I got a good thing going with Jesus. I got a good thing, I got a good thing going with Jesus. It's a good thing, the what a wonderful thing. I delightful thanksgiving, thanks and praise, and show the world of His love and faithfulness. The moment that I rise to lay my head at night.
My day, let them flow in ceaseless spread. As the deep pants for the water, my soul asks for you. My heart desires to be in your presence all the days of my life. For you are the way, the truth and the life. Without you, Lord, I have no life. So take my life and let me you. Take my heart, take my will, my soul, my everything. The things I don't wanna do, I do them every day. But the things I wanna do, I find so hard to do. Teach me how to talk like you. Teach me how to walk like you. Teach me how to act like you, Jesus. I need you, Lord, yeah. Take my heart, take my will. I need you, Lord, yeah. I am yours. My will, Lord. Take my heart, yeah. Teach me how to walk, take me how to talk. Heavenly Father, I ask you be my guide. Heavenly Father, I want you to take my life. Use me as a vessel, I want you to take control. I need you to have my soul. In this life, the race seems so hard.
Let me go to the phone line and say good evening to you. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm well. How do you do? Is this Charles Mark Face Smart?
Yes, Charles Mark 5 Smart.
Oh, Mark 5. Thank you. I wondered about that, you know. It's a pleasure having you here this evening. Thank you,
I'm sorry?
thank you. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thanks for having us here. I'm here with my little one.
Oh, I'm here.
Dictating what I'm supposed to be doing this moment.
Okay. That's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the segment Back the Culture. And my guest this evening is Mark Fi Smart, a Jamaican, Sierra Leonean, international philanthropic activist whose beliefs are rooted in the ideology that we all have the ability to create and make an impact. And of course, I do apologize to my audience, Charles, because Sharando is unable to join us here this evening. And so we'll start off.
Yes, it's just going to be me.
Yes, I know. It's a hectic time, so we understand. So I'd just like us to acknowledge you, and if you'd like to say hello to anyone before we start our discussion, you may go ahead and do just that.
No, we can jump right in.
We can jump right in. So welcome once again. Sharando reached out to me, and the moment I saw our national heroes in color, I looked. I said, hold on a little bit. And then I read your bio that's on the project. And I said, oh, now I understand, because I'm so fascinated with this project, Back the Culture, Jamaican Heroes Modernized. So I'd like for you to tell us where you're from and what led you to this project.
Well, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in UWI, but the country I come from, Bush.
I hear that.
And I left Jamaica about 16. I went to Jamaica College. This whole journey to where I am right now is basically taking me all over the world. I lived most of my life back and forth between the States, Sierra Leone, China, and London. And so this whole project came out of desire to leave something behind, connecting back with my own Sierra Leonean roots. I discovered that my great-great-grandfather was one of the national heroes there, and my father had done quite a bit with his own life that I didn't really know because I didn't grow up with him.
Okay.
And so that had a big impact on how I looked at myself after that. And then having my daughter recently has really had a huge impact on the things that I do, what I think about going forward now.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. But what is it like in Sierra Leone?
Well, it's a developing third world country. And so you have a lot of abject poverty, and you have on the other side extremely wealthy people, but really beautiful country, terrain, very diverse culture, very peaceful country also. One of the unique things about Sierra Leone is the relationships between the Christians and the Muslims, how they live together and honor and respect each other's religious practices and traditions. And so the country, for me, is just full of opportunity.
Yes.
When I'm there, it feels like home, just like I do when I'm in Jamaica. So it's definitely one of those places I say Africa is the future and right now, and I think it's important that we, collectively understand how serious that is, and the place that we can play right now and do something about improving it.
All right. It sounds like they're very humble people there. There's a sense of humility, you think?
Yeah, they're not the Nigerians culture or the Jamaican extremely proud or extrovertly proud, I should say, culture. But but definitely, I've learned a lot about myself just sitting there and experiencing that another side of the world.
Okay, so let's start talking about this project. How did you get to put it together? I know you have a dynamic group of accomplished individuals working with you, including Sharando herself. And I also looked at some other people who I had to say to myself, you have Faye Ellington on there, you have Consul General Oliver Mayer on there, Dr. Sanja Stanley Nia. You also have Professor Clinton Hutton, Cultural Ambassador Hugh Dowse, Dr. Carolyn Cooper, and social historian Vereen Shepherd. And there you have film producer Winston Delaware. You have producer Sharanda Farrell, director Anif White. And you also have musical director Ewan Simpson, digital marketer Andrew Kay, and aerial cinematographer Jameson Daly. So let's talk about this project, all the moving parts that you've had to put together. But can I tell you, Charles, that when I looked at the site and I saw our national heroes in color, I said, look at Buster Manty. It was, then I saw George William Gordon. I said, no, this looks like artwork to me. And I looked very closely and then I started reading. So tell me and our audience about this exciting project.
Yeah, so this project was birthed out of something else I was doing around George Floyd's 46 Keys. That is work I did last August. And I started painting Marcus Garvey. Took me back to Marcus Garvey's message of, independence, empowering ourselves, and understanding where we came from. And so in doing that research around him, it took me back to our heroes. And then I saw, of course, how they were being portrayed. Those black and white sketches, the black and white photographs that really didn't give life or give dignity to the contributions and sacrifices that they made.
Yes.
For us to have the proud Jamaica that we have today.
Mm-hmm.
And how our stories are told are in different ways. It's visually how someone sees you, the stories we tell in film, the things we write down in books, and all those things collectively make up our story.
Mm-hmm.
And how we tell that story has a huge impact on how others see us and how we see ourselves, because we pass on things to our next generation, our children,
yes,
and those that come after us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw a need for us to take that information and upgrade it, to transform it so that it be more modernized. We don't write on walls anymore.
Right.
And so, we can't communicate information in the same way that we did back then.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, this project is about taking that body of work.
Somebody needs your attention. It's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome you to the show this evening, Inside the Zone. The segment is Back the Culture. We are modernizing the Jamaican story, transforming the portrayal of our national heroes, and connecting the world to our culture. Are you back with us, Charles?
I am back. I am here.
Okay.
I told you I'm being
Yes.
controlled by my 3-year-old.
That's all right.
You want my attention. I'm alone with her right now.
Yes, yes.
No, but ultimately what I was saying is that we have to control the narrative. And that narrative is visual. That narrative, is portrayed in our songs, movies. And so the transformation of those heroes in the black and white sketches was one of the things I decided to take on.
Mm-hmm.
And then that led to, of course, wanting to give people a deeper understanding about their stories and how their stories contribute to Jamaica today.
Mm-hmm.
And not just tell the story of the heroes, but give it in a chronological manner so we can take people on a journey from Queen Anne to Buster Manty, immerse them into the things that make Jamaica what it is and our culture, and then also give them, showcase how those individuals inspire other people to perform acts of heroism or inspire them in ways that lead them to behave in ways that they may not think of themselves as being heroic. And so we have additional episodes about Louise Bennett and Bob Marley, who are, of course, stand on the shoulders of the work that Nolan Manley and Bustamante did to get independence, and of course Marcus Garvey's influence on Bob Marley. So when let people know that heroism isn't dead.
Yes.
It's not something in the past. It's not something that those old people that died did, but it's something very current and that we can do today. And I think portraying our heroes in a very modern way brings it, makes it real.
Yes.
For the current generation, so that they realize that, hey, I could be that guy too, and I could do something that's gonna, make a difference.
Alrighty. And also, what about the people here in the diaspora? What role are we playing in this?
Well, it's our story, right? It's our collective story. It's not just the story of the Jamaicans that live in Jamaica. Jamaicans all over the world, and that is really what we're trying to create a cultural unity around what we're doing, so that Jamaicans all over the world will be able to understand it. And so bringing the diaspora into it is really important, because I tell people all the time that the fish don't see the water, right?
Charles, I think you moved into a location where there's a bit of an echo.
I'm sorry?
You moved away. You moved into a different location, so we're hearing the sound of the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on just a second. I will be out of here in a moment.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I was saying was that we have that, impact that if you're living in Jamaica, you're not thinking about Jamaican culture because you're in it every day. And so if you are outside, however, what we discovered is that Jamaicans are really thirsty to reconnect with who they are. We had a clubhouse room every night for 30 days when we run our campaign. And during that campaign, one of the things that we realized people were really interested in was the information that we provided.
Yes.
And it wasn't the entertainment, because they felt like they were disconnected from their culture. So the diaspora, I think, really is going to be the receiver of this, because the platform we're going to be distributed on is a major online streaming platform.
Okay. So we're looking forward to this professionally produced 10-episode film series, chronologically telling the story of Jamaica through our heroes from Queen Nanny to Bustamante, alongside 2 episodes on Louise Bennett Coverley and Robert Nesta Marley. We can't wait to see what you have produced for us. And what is your message, finally, to those of us who are listening?
Well, my message right now is very simple. We want the Jamaican community to be aware of what we're doing. So we want them to go and follow us on social media. Instagram, Jamaican National Heroes; on Facebook, Jamaican National Heroes, in addition to the JamaicanNationalHeroes.com website, where individuals will be able to learn about the project in depth, and also be able to engage. There's tons of events that we put on already. The last 2 weeks we had. I know.
All right, tell her we're going now. She needs your attention.
Yeah, but we had 4 events in the last week. We had an event with Oliver Samuels and Valeria Johnson and Mushy, Blacker Ellis. We had a sound, like a clip bashment with Rory. We had Dr. Julius Garvey with who's Marcus Garvey's son on National Caribbean American Heritage Month's first day, and Dr. Claire Nelson to talk about his exoneration. So a variety of events that we put on, in addition to a an event that we had that was basically a watch party.
Okay.
And so all of these events that we're putting on are basically cultural events that connect the diaspora and the Jamaicans back to their culture in an immersive manner, and with rich content that is not very easily accessible.
Yes. Well, I thank you so much for joining me. Mr. Charles Mark Fee is an international artivist, creator, and an ideology rooted in the belief that we all have the ability to create and make an impact in our world. And you're doing your part, and we are coming along for the ride.
Thank you. And it's our ride. It's not mine. It's ours. It's a collective.
It's a collective. All right. Thank you so much for joining me here inside the zone this evening.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. All the best with the project.
I'll try.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. So I'll just give you a little snippet in addition to what we discussed right now. So he's an artist, and he has produced the heroes in color through his artwork. And I mean, he has captured them down pat. I'm telling you, just looking at them, really, really beautiful. Good evening to you. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Life is good, no complaint. Love it, love it, love it. I felt proud.
I tell you, just looking at his artwork, I mean, he captured the heroes down to a T. I mean, George's glasses look the same way. Just in his art, his splash, he does that kind of dash splash thing going on there. And it's really good. Go ahead. No, I'll allow you. Continue.
No, just listening you asking those questions sends goosebumps. I felt so good that there's somebody out there amongst you and other people holding the torch. And as he said, one thing, when we are in Jamaica, we just take it for granted. We're in Jamaica, and but it's when you're out of it, you get to show off and brag and boast, and when we're back home we complain and we quarrel about everything. Yeah, so true.
That is true. And yes, you can brag and boast about the things that are going exceptionally well and that you're proud of. And then when things are really not going well, you can't say it going well, so you have to speak your heart, right? You have to speak the truth. Right. But the island as we know it is beautiful. And not everybody there is murdering people, right? So like any other country in the world, you do have your challenges.
I was at work today, and I work in the hotel business, and I went into a room to do something for a housekeeper at work today. And when I was clearing up the room for the housekeeper, I happened to just browse through the fridge to see if the guests leave anything behind. And I see a guava, Lady D. It's the biggest guava I ever seen in all my life. And I said to myself, this not come from my country. We don't have nothing so humongous. I said, this must be some mass production guava. I threw it away. I'm sorry I didn't take a picture.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yes, the guava the size of a grapefruit. And I'm saying, like, where did this guest find this kind of guava from? But the little things that we connect, the little things that we take so much for granted, Lady D, trust me.
Yes, sir.
Trust me.
I know how that goes. It's after the fact you're saying, oh boy. After the fact. But good to hear you always.
Yeah,
Thank you. And I hope you had a good day so far.
Yes, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. No day is ever a bad day.
Absolutely.
Because if it's going bad, you have an option. Change it.
True thing. And you have the power to do so, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right.
Blessings.
Yes, and if I don't talk to you before you dart yourself home when it's the time.
You know that from last week. That's the mantra. Yeah.
Don't yourself home. All right, let me give Pat and everybody else a chance.
All
You
right,
run along.
thank you. Blessings. Okay.
All right.
All right, everyone. So the project, and I'm wrapping up because at 7:30 I'll be taking you into my featured artist this evening, and that's Judith Gale. I'm going to be playing some selections of Judith Gale in my artist zones because why? You ask. It's my Gospel Music Thursday. But just to give you a quick insight of the project that we just spoke about, fine art paintings, a collection of vibrant true life paintings of all 7+ national heroes that will breathe new life into the dull black and white sketches and photographs, dignifying and honoring their contribution to our nation. Let's talk about the film series, a professionally produced 10-episode film series chronologically telling the story of Jamaica through our heroes from Queen Nanny to Bustamante, alongside 2 episodes on Louise Bennett Coverley and Robert Nesta Marley. We will immerse the audience into the hero stories in an educational, entertaining, and multi-dimensional manner from our Jamaican perspective. The film series showcases the Jamaican culture or beautiful landscape, bringing the viewer to historical and culturally relevant locations, while historians, academia, and people of influence lend new perspective to the local and global impact of Jamaica's national heroes and icons. The content is designed to be engaging, delivered concisely with reverence, humor, and in a manner that connects with how content is consumed today for the younger generation and intellectuals alike. Think of a Jamaican version of Masterclass and Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, meets The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. The end result is a body of work charged with viral content that propels the legacy of our heroes far beyond the boundaries of our beloved nation. That's the pretty much, in a nutshell, the project. Okay, 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good evening to you, and you. Let me stop by the YouTubers and do my shout outs right now. So I see my Auntie Philly Brown on. Good evening, Phil. And she says, good evening, everyone. It has been and continues to be an absolutely beautiful day. Yes, it is. And Andre is also on, and everybody else who is in the room. You know, I like to say, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Nothing like our landscape, right, Andrea? Absolutely. So good evening, everybody. And also our telephone number, just to remind you, is 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Please support. I'd also like to remind you that coming up on August 7, in the year 2021 will be the 9th staging of what? The 12th District Community Engagement Festival, Fun in the Sun, and we will be having a wampus time this year because, you know, we feel like they let us loose. You know, when you get locked up, not many of us have that experience, meaning incarcerated. But you feel like, well, you were locked down in your houses, right? A lot of people were locked down, having to work from home and so on. And initially it sounded like, oh, I'm going to be working from home. But do you know how many people it has affected negatively? Depression, all kinds of things have happened to people in this whole lockdown scenario. No joke, people are out of their minds. People have gained weight. People have all kinds of issues, blood clot in the foot. Oh my God, people are having it because they're not able to walk around a lot. And when we're at work and we sit before our devices, it sucks us in because for everything we have to do it on the computers. And if you don't make a conscious effort to get up and say, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes, I've had to be doing that in addition to my little exercise walk in the mornings. But I have to get up from my desk because my job requires me to sit there And if I don't get up, you can have all kind of issues having on. So it has not been, yeah. Andrea says you end up with hand issues. Yeah. You have to move around. So I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Please, we have to take care of ourselves. The job has to be done, but we have to take care of ourselves. Agreed? Agreed. Stay with me.
When you are hungry, come to Kulu Ranun's restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Kulu Ranun's Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Yes, welcome back. Andrea mentioned about hand issues, but I wonder, Andrea, there are people who, after having sitting down for so long and they're typing continuously, you can end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. Yes, there's this cyst that literally bulges out of your wrist on the top. I know a friend, she had it and had to do surgery on it to cut it out, and I gather it's very painful. So we all have to be very careful and take care of ourselves. Welcome in the room once again. Come on in the room. Log on to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. What time is it? It's time for me to get into the meat of the show, which is my featured artist zone each and every second Thursday. And it is Gospel Thursday this evening, my Gospel Music Thursday to be exact. I'd like to welcome Touch FM Radio 90.1, Sign FM 88.9, and CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. And who am I featuring this evening? Judith Gale. Of course, Judith will be joining me at Fun in the Sun this year. So here we go. Music, music, music. This is how I started off. Welcome, everybody. Enjoy the show. Enjoy, enjoy.
Get so high sometimes. I know the valley seems so wide. It seems this journey, it will never end. And you keep asking the question, God, why? I know the road, it gets so rocky at times. I know the heartaches are severe. It seems like life will never change its tide. But there's an answer to all of life. Here's stay with God. In spite of what you see or feel, stay with God. In spite of how things may appear, stay with God. It doesn't matter what may come our way, there is only one place we are safe. Stay with God. I know the way you feel says give up now. I know you feel you can't hold on. You're not the only one who is carrying your load. Remember, he said to cast all your cares on him. I know you cry and tell everyone you meet. Today I tell you your mountains have to disappear. Come on and stay with God. In spite of what you see or feel. Stay with God. In spite of how things may appear. Stay with God. It doesn't matter what may come our way. There is only one place we are safe. Stay with God. Oh, stay with God. In spite of what you see or feel. Come on, stay with God. In spite of how things may appear. Stay with God. Doesn't matter what may come our way. There is only one place we are safe. Stay with God. Ooh, yeah. You got life in Him. There is hope in Him. There's a bright future. Just stay with Him, yeah. Just stay with Him, yeah. Oh, He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you, no. Just cast all your cares upon Him. Don't give up now. Don't give in, no. Whatever may come your way, God is always there. Oh, stay with God in spite of what you see or feel. Stay with God in spite of how things may appear. Stay with God. It doesn't matter what may come our way. There is only one place we are safe. Stay with God. Stay with Jesus. Stay with Jesus. Stay with God. Eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God. Stay with Jesus, yeah. Stay with God.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is my RT Zone featuring Judith Gale this evening. That was my first selection. Stay with God. I want to say hi to you. If you're just joining me, it is Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And it has been a wonderful time so far. Each time I'm with you, I have a great time because I know I put a lot of thought into my programming so that you will enjoy it as I am presenting it. So good evening to you. What time is it? 7:37 p.m. Take you to another great selection.
I know that God can do
Roll away.
wonderfully above all that we ask or think. When I should feel so sad, why does my soul feel so glad? Why does my heart feel so happy and gay? When all around me burdens
never left alone. For he's my friend, and he walks with me each and every day. Now all he asks me to do is to live holy and be true. And when I pray, King Jesus will roll all my burdens away. Ow. Roll them away. He will roll them away. Oh, thank you, Jesus. King Jesus will roll all my burdens away. If to him I pray, now he will open doors for me, doors I'm not able to see. For if I pray, King Jesus will roll all my burdens away. When I was wounded, when I was naked, when I was sad, I had no one to turn to know. All my yoke was on my shoulder. My burden was so heavy. Oh, sickness was rocking my body. Oh, I just want to say thank you, Jesus. When I was wounded, when I was weary, when I was lonely, I didn't know who to call and talk to. Ah, thank you, Jesus, yeah. When I was broke, I couldn't pay my bills, no. Bill collectors was at my door. My burden was so heavy. My yoke was so heavy. Oh, I thank you. I still thank you. I still thank you. I still thank you. When I had nowhere to turn, no roof over my head, I got no clothes on my back, yeah, and I didn't know where to go. I remember what the psalmist said. I can look to the hills, from whence coming all my help. Jesus came in right on time, yeah. He rolled them away. He rolled them away. He gave me beautiful ashes, yeah. The oil of joy for mourning. He gave me the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. I come back to say thank you, Jesus. Oh, just an attitude of gratitude, yeah. Come back to say thank you, Lord.
Boy, Judith has an energy, you know, man. I can tell you when she's performing, her entire being gets into what she's doing. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're enjoying Reggae Gospel Thursday here on the show Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Don't forget, on August 7, something spectacular is coming.
Fun in the Sun, Bronx, New York 12th District Community Engagement Festival is back. Come to Evander Childs Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road, starting at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Need to be vaccinated? Stop by the Healthy Village Pop-Up Vaccine Center on the field, and the Wealthy Village experience awaits you with products to fit your needs. Have children? Travel to the Children's Village and experience live entertainment on the Yogi Bear Troop, broadcast training, and other fun activities at 10 a.m.
We have food and clothing distribution. It's free. And out front on Gun Hill Road, get a taste of some nice food with a taste of the Bronx Caribbean Eats.
Tour the field, visit the exhibitors, collect your prizes and surprises. Then get ready for showtime from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Judith Gale, Carlene Davis, and Papa San. I said Papa San. Did you hear me? Papa San. We are gonna big up Jesus, spread his love, and build back our community better.
This event is sponsored by Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, New Testament Temple Church of God, Glory Music, New York City Council, Victoria Neutral Group,
Chorus 8, IHOP, Urban Hope, Jesus Summer, Grace Mart, City World Group, J&M Money Services, DYCD, and Teddy Nissan. Call 914-275-3961 or 917-374-8580 or visit our website funinthesun.nyc.
Don't forget, wear your mask and be safe.
Welcome back, 7:44 p.m. This is Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, here on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Are you ready for more of Judith Gale? I'm sure you are.
You don't care what nobody wants say. As long as the father sit on the throne, we can't, we want dead for home. I will not suffer. I will not beg no bread. You hear what me say? God is my provider. I will not beg no bread. You know the reason why? Him and me daddy, him and me daddy.
7:45 p.m. Gospel Music Thursday. Good evening, everyone. Stomp your feet. Clap your hands. Give a shout. Give a praise. Call 914-600-4228.
Shalom. When I am hungry, He is Jehovah Jireh. Don't you know that God is my provider?
Who is on the line? What say you? Good evening.
Second from you. Now your number is working.
Yes, sir. Good evening,
Now your
DL.
number is working.
Okay.
You stop short of mentioning that you have a way of taking off our shoes and jumping over the stage barefoot.
Right. You can't say that again. Absolutely.
No.
Last time she was at Fun in the Sun, she did just that.
Yeah, dance in front
all over the place.
She does. That's a norm for her.
Yes.
I guess maybe because the place where she's performing is holy ground, so she should kick off her shoes.
Well, if it calls for that, why not?
Take off your shoes from off your feet because the ground on which you perform is holy ground.
Same, so. You're good though, DL.
So you're going to come in here today. When I turn on the computer and see, I thought it was bedbud.
You saw me. Yeah. This is day number 2 of the look.
I thought it was bedbud.
Mommy's sister.
On come in here.
Alrighty.
Elder Denise.
Amen.
Look, wasn't Monday closer to your anniversary?
Yes, it's June 5.
You're right. So go into nothing.
Become a plan something. So me never remember that day. Truth be told. But I know I'm planning to do something because I haven't done it in a while.
At least you're on it.
No, when me now come here, say, me never remember. I always mention it in terms of the day when I started and so on, but that day in particular, I didn't actually remember. But it's gonna happen.
Hi, Sister Denise, real and fun.
Blessings.
abandoned. Never thought my life would last so long. It seems all hope was gone. But then the Father of creation spoke. He said, I'm with you, my child. So go through the fire, go through the flood. I'm gonna bless you all your life. Smiling, please don't tear me down. When you see my blessings, please don't tear me down. It was through my trials, yeah, I came out more than conqueror through Jesus, yeah. There are people in life who will celebrate our achievements, but they never cherish our suffering. They understand our accomplishments, but never see our scars. I am here, my friend, but it was never my strength that brought me through. The psalmist said it was the mighty arm of God that delivered me. When evil had encompassed me, when sadness was my friend and confusion my company. You see, my neighbor used to dance with me, used to dance with the pain of my past. So now you see me smiling. Don't tear me down. It was God, it was God, it was God. When you see me smiling, please don't tear me down. When you see my blessings, please don't tear me down. It was through my trials, yeah, I came out more than a conqueror through Jesus, yeah. Oh, when you see me smiling, yeah, please don't tear me down. When you see my blessings, yeah, please don't pull me down. It was through my trials, yeah, I came out more than a conqueror through Jesus, yeah. When you see me smiling all the way, please don't tear me down. When you see my blessings, please don't pull me down. It was through my trials, yeah, I came out more than a conqueror through Jesus, yeah. When you see me smiling, please don't.
You're tuned into Artist Zone here on Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Come on in the room. Those of you who are in the YouTube room, I want you to share and say, hey, we're building the numbers with Lady D. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers and more. So if you don't understand how to do it, it's very simple. I know a lot of you are challenged with this whole social media stuff. But all you need to do, once you're in on the platform and you're looking at me, you'll see where it says subscribe. All you need to do is tap the word subscribe. Once you tap the word subscribe, you'll also see a bell. You tap the bell, and then you'll see the word all. You tap all, which means whenever I am broadcasting, I'll pop up in your device and you'll see me and you'll say, oh, Lady D's on the show. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. You know that. Thank you, Pat. I'm not paying DL any mind. He just likes to bother me, but I'm not paying him any mind. You know, many people just checking out, and I have tons of ways of doing the rap, you know, so tomorrow is another day. I'm sporting the rap for a few days. So hello, everyone. And if you are on Sign FM, good evening to you. You're on Touch FM. Good evening to you over there. And CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Don't forget at 8 o'clock, Chris Wilby will be taking you on his smooth groove journey on CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. So you can go on over and enjoy his smooth groove that he does on a Thursday evening from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Wrapping up shortly with more selections courtesy of Miss Judith Gale. Let's get into it. This is a number one for a lot of people.
What you think about Jesus? Here we go right now. He's all right. All right. All right. Give me Jesus in the morning. You give me Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. Now give me Jesus in the morning. Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. When all my friends forsake me, looks like hope is lost, I call the name of Jesus, in whom my future lies. When my soul is cast down and my way looks dark, he softly come and whisper, child, your future is bright. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. Now give me Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. When all my friends forsake me, looks like hope is lost, I call the name of Jesus, and all my future lies. When my soul is cast down and my way looks dark, he softly come and whisper, child, your future is bright. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day, got to have Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. Come now, when my friends are gone, you give me Jesus. I got no food on my table, give me Jesus. I got no shoes on my feet, you give me Jesus. No roof over my head, you give me Jesus. No clothes on my back, you give me Jesus. My parents are gone, give me Jesus. Friends forsake me, you give me Jesus. I got no money in my pocket, give me Jesus. Recession in the hill, you give me Jesus. World is living in fear, give me Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. Now give me Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day, gotta have Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. I give me Jesus. I give me Jesus. I'm pressed on every side. Give me Jesus. I'm cast down. Give me Jesus. Perplexed on every side. Give me Jesus. I've been persecuted, but give me Jesus. I gotta have Jesus. I gotta have Jesus. I gotta have Jesus. Oh, you gotta give me Jesus. Jesus in the morning, yeah. Jesus in the evening, yeah. Jesus in the midnight hour. Gotta have Jesus. I gotta have Jesus. You give me Jesus. I give me Jesus. There's power in the name of Jesus.
Man, that's Judith Gale for you. Can you imagine when we have her on stage at this year's Fun in the Sun event? This is gonna burn up.
Fun in the Sun Bronx, New York 12th District Community Engagement Festival is back. Come to Evander Childs Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road, starting at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Need to be vaccinated? Stop by the Healthy Village Pop-Up Vaccine Center on the field, and the Wealthy Village experience awaits you with products to fit your needs. Have children? Travel to the Children's Village and experience live entertainment on the Yogi Bear truck, broadcast training, and other fun activities at 10 a.m.
We have food and clothing distribution. It's free. And out front on Gun Hill Road, get a taste of some nice food with a taste of the Bronx Caribbean Eats.
Tour the field, visit the exhibitors, collect your prizes and surprises. Then get ready for showtime from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Judith Gale, Carlene Davis, and Papa San. I said Papa San. Did you hear me? Papa San. We are gonna big up Jesus, spread his love, and build back our community better.
This event is sponsored by Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, New Testament Temple Church of God, Glory Music, New York City Council, Victoria Neutral Group,
Chorus 8, IHOP, Urban Hope, Jesus Summer, Grace Mart, City World Group, J&M Money Services, DYCD, and Teddy Nissan. Call 914-275-3961 or 917-374-8580 or visit our website funinthesun.nyc.
Don't forget, wear your mask and be safe.
It has been a wonderful evening here on Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Here on Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. What a ride, what a ride, what a ride. Thank you so much for staying with me from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on Inside the Zone. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. Thanks to Touch FM Radio 90.1, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, SignRadio.net. I'm looking forward to being back on Monday with the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Thanks to my YouTubers. Thanks to all those who enjoyed, because this has been another edition of Center Stage with, what was it called? Gospel Music Thursday. Have yourselves a wonderful Thursday evening. You know I show off on a Thursday. My weekend begins with you starting today. But be safe, as I'll try to do the same. Blessings and a lot of love to all of you this evening, because we need all the blessings that we can get, don't we? Thanks to everyone. Blessings, everybody. I am out of here.
You bring me joy within me up there for me. Now I see Yahweh never let me down. No. Every nation of it fall on one knee, 'cause you are the ground.
Number one radio station.
They play the best music.
For your listening pleasure.
There are radio stations within the year. But for this, none can compare. Trying to figure out what to think. Because now with us, you falling in. Stay late to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.